Your boy.
Ooh. As I hit the weed.
Your boy from the holding it down for the Bronx.
I know who you're talking about.
He's the bigger artist.
He's the bigger artist?
He's drowning.
He is drowning.
He has one of the weirdest rap names ever.
He's a Boogie with the Hoodie.
A Boogie with the Hoodie.
What does that mean?
A Boogie with the Hoodie.
Is he calling himself a booger?
I don't know what it is.
I'm a Boogie with the Hoodie. Like what?
So let's get into this. A Boogie with the Hoodie released his new. I'm guessing this is. I don't know if this is his debut album because to be honest with you, I haven't listened to a lot of his music either.
I haven't at all.
So he was on the freshman.
Features.
He was on the freshman cover. He's one of the new wave. I think I played for you the Drowning song when it was on the radio, and I was like, I like this shit.
Song. It is.
I'm anxious to hear what you got to say about this.
I know you're ready to hear.
I want to hear what you got to say because I always
off. Like you're over here changing my mind about all these damn artists, these new age young ones. You're over here making me like their albums. You're making me enjoy hearing them. Right, you know what's going on here? Right. I fucking liked it. This shit was fucking impressive, dope. I was like, whoa, this dude got skills. Right. And he's not just the hey, you know, may incorporate it here and there.
He kind of has it.
He incorporates it here and there, but he's not full blown. You know, and he also is very versatile. Right. And with his thing, kind of like Kevin Gates, that we were saying, this fool mixed in a lot of shit in that album.
Right. So, from what I heard from people, because I like to talk to people and see what their thoughts are on certain artists. People that have listened to A Boogie with the Hoodie, somebody in particular that I was talking to told me that this was a weak album. They told me this was a weak album.
And I like this shit.
And I really fucking like this shit.
Me too.
I really fucking like this shit.
This shit had me jamming at.
Because, he was telling me, A Boogie with the, he goes harder.
That's crazy.
This is kind of a softer A Boogie with the Hoodie. And I was like, fuck, I want to hear hard A Boogie with the Hoodie.
What I can understand, if someone said it's a softer, because I can see some of the softer songs a little bit, right. Sing or, Yeah, I can see where someone might say that, and maybe he did an album where he did none of that. Right.
Now, now listen, people, because we're from a different age. We're from a different age range, so we pride ourselves into certain things when it comes to rap music. Oh, fuck your lyrics, your bars, beats, and all this. He's not really a lyrical dude.
Nah, not at all.
But for some odd reason, the shit that he says is pretty dope, and the way he says a lot of this shit is dope. I don't know what it is because when I hear it's very simple.
It's very simple, but
it's very simple.
But it's still
it's very impactful though.
Yeah,
like the first song, "The Promises" or whatever. I think it's "No Promises." I believe that's what it's called.
So, yeah.
That intro was fire. I heard it a few times and I was like, "Yo, this intro is like some real shit."
Yeah,
and I fucked with it. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? Too, I think that him naming his album "The Bigger Artist" was him taking a step away from the XXL freshman and let people know, like, you know what?
I'm more than what they've made me look like.
Right. Like, I am the bigger artist. I'm going to be I really honestly think that he's going to be a big artist.
Fuck yeah.
Which is kind of crazy to me because you don't really get that vibe. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Does that make sense?
Well, it makes sense to me because, like you said, we're in the same, we have the same standard type shit, and for me to say, like, immediately you're asking, I'm like, I fucking like this shit. Right. It's like, but it wasn't that intricate. Like
it wasn't that intricate.
But that shit fucking.
There was some dope ass beats on there.
Had some dope beats. Had
some fire beats on there.
And I mean,
even like the track that he did with Trey Songz and Robin Thicke.
Even the song with Chris Brown.
The song with Chris Brown. It's a very I don't want to say pop, but it's very radio friendly. He's got a lot of songs on there that can be very radio friendly.
More Trey Songz and Robin Thicke. Yeah, the Chris Brown is fucking and kissing. So I don't know, loving and kissing maybe.
Well, I mean, yeah, right. But the song itself, is kind of a radio friendly song.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying?
And definitely, I mean, with the features, it's also right there. With Robin Thicke and Trey Songz.
Oh yeah, that's gonna get played. That's gonna be the next single.
Yeah, it is.
I know it is.
It has to be.
But it's not a bad song though. It's actually a pretty dope song. The beats on it, like I said, the beats on here is fire.
Man,
and I kind of had a feeling that I was gonna get a good album out of him because of the Drowning song. That was like kind of one of my first big songs that I heard from him. And
I didn't.
You weren't really feeling it.
Well, no,
you was like, I like the beat.
Yeah,
and I was like, you know what? Though, I think there's something else going on here.
And you said
right.
This is something that you have to hear a few times, and it's going to grow on you.
Right. I did.
It did.
It does.
It
right.
did.
It becomes like a, I mean, it's catchy.
Yeah. When I heard the song again, like I forgot about it kind of.
Right.
And then when I'm hearing it, I didn't remember that track. And then, I'm playing the CD or the track and everything, and I'm listening to it, and it gets to that song, third track, and I was like, this song sounds familiar.
Right.
I was like, man, that beat's dope. So then I really listen to it, and this time it's in my ears,
Right.
You do get a different effect when it's in your ears.
It's entirely
completely from a speaker, even if it's a banging speaker, you know what I'm saying? A dope speaker. When it's in your ears, and you have some
whole nother vibe.
Whole nother vibe, a whole nother feel. You feel it a lot more.
Right.
And that shit, like, stuck to me. I actually did listen to that track a couple times, but then I remembered. I was like, oh, this was that one track.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then it brought me back. I remember the whole conversation we had and everything. And the whole time I'm just smiling because I'm like, this motherfucker was right.
Right. And I feel like A Boogie is definitely on the way to being a bigger artist because of, I feel like he's taking the route that a lot of artists that come from that wave aren't really taking. Because a lot of artists, they're going the indie route. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like A Boogie is like, you know what? No, I'm going to be a bigger artist. I feel like he said, I'm going to make some songs that I think everybody could feel, but also not really sacrifice too much of who I am in the process. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I felt like he did a great job. He's versatile. He did
put some of them tracks he put together very well to where it's like that shit's like on a different level right there.
It's really weird because it's so simple. Intricate. It's not intricate at all, but it's on a different level.
It's like a different level. So you're just like this mother, like that shit.
He's got something, man.
He do.
I don't know what it is. Shout out to A Boogie.
Man,
shout out to the Bronx.
Keep doing what you're doing. This time, you go ahead and go first on this one. I have my number.
You got your number?
I have my number. I have it. Solid.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and give this one. I'm gonna have to give this one a 9 as well. The reason I gave it a 9 and I didn't give it a 10 is because there is a little fluff in there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
it's a little bit of a mainstream fluff going on in there.
There's a few things that he could work out, buffer out.
He could buffer that fluff out of there.
Yeah, definitely.
There's nothing wrong with making mainstream shit. Right, because Kendrick makes mainstream shit, but it's still dope.
And look how we look at that.
Right,
exactly.
Right, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I mean, like Kendrick got the song Rihanna. I knew that was going to be a fucking.
We called it.
I called it. I knew it was going to be a fucking radio hit, but it's still a dope ass song. Like the beat
doesn't take nothing away from it.
It's catchy or whatever. I'm not taking nothing away from it. So I feel like with him, there was some fluff in there that like could have been smoothed out to be a little bit more. Yeah, iller. You know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't give him a 10. That's
fine. With me, it was the same struggle.
Right.
With as the last one.
Right.
When I heard both of these tracks, I was thinking the same thing of these are 8.5 or 9, 8.5 or 9 here.
Right.
And I was running with 9 on this one as well because I was like, I'm double 9ing already on this one. I did that on the last. I think on the last one
we did. Yeah.
Like I was a double 9 on that one. I was like, but. You cannot deny these albums.
Right, you can't.
You can't. Like, there's something about the A Boogie with the Hoodie. There's fucking
Kevin
Gates went in.
Right.
But this one is like, there's something about it. Like, it's like
different, but it's not.
And I like,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm wondering if this may be the first album. Think of this. Just let me paint a little picture for you and just maybe make you think of it.
All right.
Could it be this way? Could this be one of the first albums that literally puts new age and old school together and like meshed it perfectly almost?
You know what?
Like, put it
very well. I feel like there's a little bit of that vibe in there.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, like when 50 Cent came out with Get Rich or Die Trying, it's a solid project.
Yeah.
It was like, it was gangster, but it was mainstream. It had dope beats. It had good lyrics. It had good content. It was everything. Yeah. Even the 21 Questions, right?
All around, exactly.
To me, this is one of my favorite songs of all time. It was such a fucking mainstream hit. Mm-hmm. One of my favorite songs on that album. It was my favorite song on the album before it was a mainstream hit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, yeah.
Right. So, I kind of get the same vibe from A Boogie. Not to say that his album's on Get Rich or Die Trying.
No, it's not on that level.
But I get that vibe, but I also get that, like, he can easily
step in with that push.
Well, there's a little, I think there's a little bit of a major label push, you know what I'm saying? But not like the Aftermath machine.
Nah. But either way, like we said, there's some buffering that he can do, that he can get out.
Right.
So,
but that's a good call. I'll say that this is one of those albums that is. I think people from our generation are gonna fuck with, and people from the young generation are gonna fuck with.
That's what I'm thinking. That's why I want to bring that artist. I think it might be that. Is he
Neo? Hey, Boogie's fucking Neo.
Is he Neo? Did the Matrix just happen before our eyes?
Yo, Boogie is Neo.
Then who the fuck's Morpheus? Nah.
Kendrick.
Hey, you know what's funny? I said that in my head. I was like, watch Kendrick. Kendrick, the only thing that popped into my head, he could be the only Morpheus.
I mean, listen, Kendrick's over here fucking with Rich the Kid. Kendrick might be Morpheus. All right?
Could be. Hey,
you know
either way, hey, Boogie with the hoodie. Hats off to you.
Shout out to
you. Keep elevating, get it better, and you'll get
I'm keeping my eye on him. He's gonna be a star.
I'm not saying get it better because he needs like a lot of.
The only thing that's gonna stop A Boogie,
smooth out those edges.
The only thing that's gonna stop A Boogie at this point is if he goes too fucking commercial, like he starts doing shit with like Katy Perry and shit. It's too early for that.
Yeah,
way too early for that shit. And if
solidify yourself first,
he goes like so far left. Like right now, he just needs to like do what he's doing and just
capitalize
build on
that.
You know what I'm saying? And just like elevate that.
Hell yeah!
Do what you're doing, but just elevate it.
Because I feel like that could be like that could be one of the bridges right there between hip hop and like the way he's doing it. Right. I mean, I feel like that's why you can't put your finger on it. That's why you can't put your finger on it because I think it's a little bit of the new.
I think he came out and said that he said that New York, the old New York sound is gone, and that there's a new New York sound. And maybe he's going to be the leader of that new New York sound. Hell yeah, we'll see.